been developing this film for a couple years now, me and some of my college friends at Mount Holyoke College in Amherst, and we're finally ready to shoot this summer. Let's see, we're working with Mount Washington Observatory and the AMC Huts and Great Glen Trails, and
Wow.
they're helping us to get some awesome footage up on the mountains, and we're almost done casting. But basically it's about two female hikers who decide to hike the 4,000 footers. And there's a bit of a treasure mystery aspect to the story for some narrative, which is pretty, I think it's a good side, like it'll attract people to the film and it'll be enjoyable to watch. A local murder. I shouldn't like spoil too much, but
So it's got that too, and it's also about the characters overcoming things in their lives.
yes. One of them has sort of an abusive husband, and the other one is divorcing her husband. And
So it's a female empowerment film, sort of. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of like once you're, 45, 50, you've had your family, where you are in your life, where you find yourself. It's kind of hopefully to inspire people to keep making changes and keep getting experiences, even after you've had like a career. And, yeah.
And did you write the script?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Has it gone through a lot of revisions? And
yeah. It's so odd, like having people read your own work and just kind of being able to put yourself out there in that way, you know. But to a certain aspect or point, you also have to take into consideration like what is gonna like appeal to other people, or like what will people enjoy seeing also. So like getting like what you want to say out there, but also that is like watchable for like the American culture and will appeal to New England.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. Yeah. And let me think. Now, where did you go to find actors? Because you're a college student, so you'd have to get people a little older than you, right?
Yeah, it's definitely.
Some of us think 50-year-old people are young, by the way, just so you know.
It's definitely challenging, like reaching out to people who are, they have their whole lives put together and they have families and trying to figure out scheduling to get people to take a break from their job. But I've been on the 4,000 footers hiker page because we want to get people who are experienced hikers who would be excited to do this. It's not a normal casting process.
Yeah.
Because we're really hiking, which is great.
Wow. So when you watch this movie, you're going to be taken into the experience of being on the trail, like being on the Appalachian Trail, or
we want it to be a lot of an earthy feel and like really in touch with like the truth of life. Like I've seen it, like there's a whole bunch of great hiking films out there, but sometimes it doesn't give you enough time to sit and enjoy where you are. It's hard for me to say.
So the pacing is important. That you don't. It's going to be a film that will have a certain pace to it.
Yeah, like sort of like a rich feel to it.
So how long have you been interested in filmmaking?
I've been interested in filmmaking since I was 12. Yeah, me and my friends used to make videos in middle school, and I always loved it, just like the creative process and working with other people. And I didn't realize that it's a career and that you can make your own work and your own message. There's a lot of different ways you can work in filmmaking, from like ads and photography, or like big commercial films or independent art house films. And I think I'm a little bit more interested in like art films, do a little more personal touch. And yeah, I was just in the Czech Republic studying at a film school at FAMU. It was an amazing experience, and we made like films, and I love inspirational stories that also show like true human stories, like the simple everyday aspects of life. That's what I think is most appealing to people. Like the new shows right now that are big hits, like Peaky Blinders, that's a lot of history, but it's like very specific events, like an ice cream machine in the 1900s, what would that be? Like that's kind of like what's interesting to people. But some of my things that you can relate to.
Yeah.
Like, there's superhero stories, but if they're more human, it's more
I think that's
attractive.
great instinct. You know? I mean, Rob Reiner, I've heard him talk about film, and that's, if you look at his films, that's true of his. A simple, real, true story of a human that brings out human
Yeah.
stuff.
What films has he made?
Oh, I'm trying to think of one. When Harry Met Sally,
Oh my gosh, it's a great film.
and he did the one, the Stephen King film, the one, the good one with the kids. You know,
Mhm.
what was it called? You know, with the boys. You know
Yeah.
the story. It was a short
Oh my
story.
gosh, with the train tracks.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
what
yeah.
is that?
River
Stand by
Phe-
Me.
Yeah,
Mhm,
River
so-
Phoenix.
so
That's
cool.
like a really good example. Just
And you've talked with him about films?
no.
Mm.
And you're the only famous person I've ever met.
No, that's not like really my goal or anything.
No, I know. That's evident. But that. What's your question? Are there any dogs in the film?
Not yet, but possibly. Maybe when we get some extras. Yeah, if anyone's interested in being an extra, or if you know of any extras,
Okay.
we would love to have you.
We'll put a link
Yeah.
to your email or whatever in the Chronicle, and
I
maybe
really
we'll get some extras.
Awesome.
What do you want to know? You want to be an extra? Okay.